Alright, haulers. Hello and welcome to Train Sim World. So, this is a game I've really wanted to try for a long time. We are on the New York MTA. So we're going to see if we can actually run a train today. I've done a couple of tutorials to try and understand how the train functions and that sort of thing. But I still have the UI and stuff up because obviously I'm not super knowledgeable about the game or how this stuff functions yet. So, do bear with me on that. But yeah, so why are we playing this? Well, one, obviously it's a simulation game, but I have a ton of hours. I actually started playing Train Simulator, the original one, when it was still Railworks. I think in 2012 or earlier. I think it was 2011 that I started playing it. So I've got a ton of hours in the original Train Simulator. I saw that this came out, and I saw that they're doing a ton of new stuff, like you have to like put up posters and like different things. I thought that was really, really cool. Adds kind of another level to this thing. I'm going to go ahead and lock the doors here. Go ahead and do that. Pull the key out. Now, I will say this, the key system in this train, so you have to actually put a key in, which, to me, like on either side, it feels just obnoxious, if you ask me. The door should be locked. Uh-oh, did I do it too soon? Oh, I'm an idiot. There's two, so I had to close the doors on this side. That's my fault. Take the key. There we go. Now we're good to go. My bad. Don't know how I missed that. That is very confusing, though, having two separate sides to have to go to. Alright, reverser's set. Controllers should be set. Headlights are off. I almost lied there. We'll turn them on. New location, Kew Gardens, whatever that is. Alright, let's get rolling here. Release our brakes. Start power. And we have to aim for 35. Although we're in a yard, so it'll be what, 15 miles an hour in the yard? We are off. Awesome. Well, so for those of you guys that don't know, I mean, like I was saying, I got cut off, so I don't know where I left off, but I've got a ton of hours in the original Train Sim. Obviously, I don't have, like, all the DLCs. I mean, there's tens of thousands of dollars of DLCs for that game, probably. But I saw this come out, I was very excited. It recently went on sale, so I picked it up. And, honestly, it looks awesome. The only thing I have to say about it so far is that parts of it seem very poorly optimized. Obviously, I don't have a high-end PC to begin with, but, like, when I was doing the first mission, it was okay, like the tutorial missions. The minute I jumped into this one with a ton of trains, it was like, hell no, I don't like this at all. And, suddenly started lagging like crazy, so not really a fan of that. So hopefully once we get out of the yard we'll be fine. I think it's just because it's rendering all the trains and stuff. But slowly we'll learn the controls. And that's also why I went with the MTA, because it's actually easier to operate. Again, for those that don't know, actually, you know what? For fun fact, the first content that I posted online was videos of trains. No, that's not a joke. I was that kind of nerd. Rail fanning was something that I grew up around. Having lived in Maine, obviously, we didn't have a ton of trains to be around. You know, we had the Maine Eastern Railroad, which sadly left. I loved that railroad a ton. We had Pan Am, Guilford Railways, which I think got bought out by Pan Am or something like that. Like, basically, all of our railways got bought out down to like one or two different companies. So I don't really do that much anymore, but my favorite thing was always to go out and get videos of trains and see the different things. I'm sitting here going slow. I'm going to miss my stop time. Oops. Not good. I'm like the worst operator for a train. You shouldn't put me behind the seat of a train at all. That's just, I mean, asking for trouble. If I'm honest. We're going to set it to coast. That hopefully. Now, I know almost nothing about the New York MTA. Obviously, I've read about it, I've seen some, I've been through the tutorials, but at the end of the day, I really don't know much at all, so do bear with me as well. I'm not a professional by any means, so I'm not going to be perfect. If you're going to be one of those dudes that's like, oh, you should have done this and this, and you're friendly about it, I'm fine with that, but if you're going to be rude, you're not welcome here. Just going to make that very clear right now. But yeah, not bad. I mean, overall, whoops. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Sudden lag like that, I don't know what that's about. Oh god, I think I just put on the power too fast. I don't want to, like, knock people over. I don't think people stand up on this train, but still worthy of being cautious. But yeah, how's everyone doing? For those that have missed it, I know when I stream, I literally post a tweet, but I'll usually take it down because I don't want my Twitter to turn into, like, just an announcements page for when I'm tweeting. I just don't like that. There's no point in it. But I've been streaming a lot of Surviving Mars. I think I've streamed so far. I streamed 8 hours one day and then 5 hours another day. So definitely check out my Twitch. I'm streaming that more. I'm still debating on coming back to YouTube for that, but right now Twitch is kind of just the place to be, so that's why I'm doing that. I wonder if I'm early, if that's going to cause an issue. Is that a thing? I've never been early to a stop. I wonder if that is an issue. It might be. We need to brake pretty good here, though, because we are moving at a pretty good clip. Got a yellow signal. Should be okay. Damn, this must be a long train, too. On a tiny platform. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. That spotty lag. I don't know what that's coming from, because it was fine, like, a few minutes ago. My PC's not overheating, so... I mean... I just need to get a better PC, don't we all? But, nevertheless... We're going to see how well we can do today. I've seen a few other people play this. I haven't really watched a ton of it because I wanted to see it for myself. I believe Jeff Faviano's done some. I've seen Northern Alex. He's done some streaming of it, stuff like that. So I definitely wanted to try it. I'm a huge rail fan. I've always been. I was very, very heartbroken when the state cut the, I guess it was contract for Maine Eastern. I was a huge fan of that railroad. They ended up going down to, oh, what's it called? New Jersey, I think? What's it called? New Jersey. I'm not forgetting that it's called New Jersey. I'm saying, like, trying to remember what company. It's, Erie something. I don't remember. What's the difference between rearward and forward doors? That's what I don't know. If someone can tell me, like, what the difference is between unlocking the forward doors and the rearward doors, let me know. Because I've never seen that before in a train. I've also never seen a train before with this dual setup like this, where you have to go to either side to actually open the doors. I think that's very interesting. I'm not really going to be doing a ton of, like, outside views. I'm just trying to run through this and get a hang for it. So if you're looking for, like, third person, that's not really going to be a thing. So just be aware. Go ahead and lock the doors. Take the key out once it's done. Cool. We're actually going to leave the key, because I guess it can just stay there. Next stop is Forest Hill, so we're going to release our brake. I put this into emergency. Oops. I hope I didn't just use up a ton of my air. So we're gonna get moving now. About a mile. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I've done it again. Alright, hold on. We're going to drop this to brake. Do I have to take the key out? Key's out. What have I done? Alright, we're going to try pressure. I wonder if pressure is the problem. I wonder if it's not releasing. Try it now. Yep, it was brake pressure. I thought I knew it. So, that was, that's something new. I've never really had to... Oh, I don't think I've ever done a train in here that I've had to deal with rail pressure, but... A lot of you guys know I've talked about it before. I used to drive a truck for a VTC called Sea Haven Logistics. Great group of guys. And way back when, it turned into Sea Haven Logistics. It started as Sea Haven Trucking, but turned into Sea Haven Logistics because the leader of the group had actually set up not only a trucking division, but we had Run 8, which we used for train division. We had like papers like you had to fill out and like all kinds of cool stuff. Uh-oh, I'm late. Damn, I just noticed that we're late because I did that. But beyond that, we also had, we would use like FSX or P3D to do flights and stuff. So I used to love to do that. I only played a little bit of Run 8. I never really got into it. I think there's a lot of really cool simulators out there, but a lot of really low quality. I think really Dovetail is the only one that's come out with like really decent quality rail simulators. I guess finding that balance between in-depth detail and looks, which is kind of important to me too. I really do like good-looking games, and honestly, if you go back and you look at the regular train simulator, it's some of the older stuff wasn't really that great. But still, I mean, it's not bad. But what kinds of, if you guys are watching this video, chances are, oops, I need to put my brakes on. Trying to make up a little time here, which usually this is where people start to cause badness. When you're trying to make up time and then you get complacent and things start going wrong. But if you're watching this, chances are you're a rail fan yourself, or you're interested in trains. What kind of trains are in your local area, stuff like that. Like, you know, what's your involvement in this? What drove you to click on this video? And that's not me digging for information. Like, was it that it's a train video? Is it that it's me? I doubt that one. Stuff like that. Just want to hear that because I'm curious. Because rail fanning seems like a very interesting audience. But I will say this too. No, I put us into emergency. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's throw the key in. Do that. Open the doors. While we're doing that, I'm going to try and... I think I can do it while we're sitting. Yeah, we'll charge our brakes again, so hopefully we can just go. Whoops. That was a whoopsie. Alright, hopefully they'll load on. Do we have a lot of people? No, there's like one dude with a bald head in the back seat, so we're good. He didn't notice it. Oh god, I'm like a child. I saw the red handle. I'm like, ooh, I want to pull that. Sounds bad. Take that. You can get that into really bad stuff. Oh, there we go. We can take the key and... oh, we can lock the door. And set the key to off. I think I did that not too early. We're good. Woodside, let's roll. Give us some power. More power, baby. There we go. Yeah, so I gotta watch my brake pressure then, because... whoops. Kind of messed that one up. Now, if you're really interested in trains, too, I do want to give a shout-out. Obviously, it's not like I'm going to give them a ton of viewers, but if you haven't seen it already, and you want to see it, like if you're stuck at home, you can't go out and see trains in real life, there's a company called Virtual Railfan, and they not only do... I think they have 10 free live streams on YouTube at any point in time. Basically 24/7 live streams with, you know, probably about 100 people at the most. Usually some of them have upwards of 600 at points, where you can literally just chill and watch trains come through the area. A lot of them are really knowledgeable too. They're in chat in those streams. And you can also subscribe to them and get a much more wide variety. I think they even have UK cameras, so they have US and UK, a lot across the US and UK. I think they only have like 4 or 5 in the UK though, compared to, you know, 50 in the US or something like that. Like, don't take my word for it. I don't want to go giving out false information, but definitely check them out if you want to see that kind of stuff. And I do have a question for you guys. What kind of games do you want to see on here? I've talked about it before, but I'm kind of at a point now where everyone's done all their updates for Christmas, and so there's not a lot to kind of do videos on updates or special events or anything like that. So if you have a game that you want me to try out, let me know. I think SnowRunner's on its way. I don't know when that's coming. I want to definitely get into SnowRunner. The problem with games like SnowRunner is it's such a slow-paced game, and I'm a very impatient and, like, time is important to me kind of a deal, where I don't want to put, like, 80 hours into a game just to get to a point where I can make a decent video. Obviously, that's a little bit exaggerated, but it's still a concern. With this, at least, I think this is only, like, my first hour of even playing the game, so I was able to jump in, get started. The way we started was actually took over for another engineer, so that's how we're doing this. But, oop, I thought we got a signal to stop. Yeah, I definitely would love to try. I think they have VR support for this game, and I could not imagine what that would be like. That must be insane. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, what is the spotty lag, though? That's frustrating on so many levels, because it's new. Whatever it is new. It was working just fine for me a little bit ago, so I don't know. So I do apologize. Obviously, I'm trying to work towards getting a better PC, but Shit's expensive, man. New PCs are like, you know, I already spent $1,200 on mine as it is. And a new PC to go above and beyond that would be... I'd probably have to spend $3,000 to have a decent enough PC to not have to even concern myself with lag in a game. And even then, I doubt it would make it. I know I'm not the only one looking for a PC right now. Everyone's like doing the same thing, but after Christmas, you know, you spend all your money on gifts or whatever. M7, the cannonball. Oh, because we hit 70 miles per hour. See, I like this train. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad-looking train, but I feel like the transit authorities need to, like, put some real effort into upgrading their stuff, because I hear, like, in the U.S., our public transport sucks. We don't have any, basically, in most areas. But in, you know, I mean, even where I live, the only, uh-oh. We were pushing it there for a minute. I knew I had to start braking. I didn't know how early. That was my fault. In my area, the only transit we have is like maybe one or two small little buses. Like they're not even like a regular sized bus. They're, you know, like those little ones that have like, they're made out of a passenger van. Like that's the front of them. Like they're very small buses that can hold, I mean, maybe 20 people, I think, at the most. Like a very fancy short bus, basically. That's all we have. But other than that, we really have nothing. Most of the areas that I've grown up in, we didn't have any sort of bus transport for anyone other than school children. But for trains, we have Amtrak that comes up through Portland and Brunswick, Maine. Supposedly, they want to run that up through, but they've been doing a lot of talking over the last few years of expanding that. Right now, I think they just got a new leader. They'll probably end up really ratcheting down because Amtrak is not doing well. Amtrak's not. It's just, like, in the UK, it's constant complaining about the, what's it called? Like, rail replacement bus service or whatever you call it. We don't even have buses or trains to replace. Like, we don't have anything in the US, and it royally sucks. But that's why cars are such a big deal here. No, I wanted gas. Oops. I accidentally hit the... I guess technically it wouldn't be gas, it'd be electricity, but don't mind that. I'm gonna coast in here, start applying the final braking. I mean, we're pretty behind by like 4 minutes. Could be worse. Awesome. Go ahead, let's unlock the doors. Why are you... This is very fidgety. Why is that so fidgety? It won't let me do the... Oh. You have to get a very specific spot on there. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so what's forward doors? Is it this thing? Oh, shoot. I don't want to... I don't want to open that. Oh, Baldy's still chilling in the back. We don't have anybody on. Probably a good thing since I'm not really great at driving. Why is there a house in the middle of that road? Excuse me? That's not right. That's the one thing about this game. They always get the trains really well done. Oops. But the surrounding environment, that's a maybe for me. Whoops. Alright, take T. No. There we go. Alright. Now release the brakes. Do I have power? Yes, I have power. Okay. For a minute there, I was concerned. I thought I had screwed up on the braking again. Do we have a train going by? Oh, hello. It's busy out here now. Look at all this. That guy's got like a pretty full train too. And I'm sitting over here almost empty. We need like a rear view mirror on this thing so I can see. God, can't imagine running this in winter. Must be very pretty, but very nerve-wracking. God, 5 rails though. Oh, 6. 2, 4, 6, yeah. I guess it's a drag race now. Let's go, boys. We're gonna drag race this other MTA train. Well, boys, girls, others. All of the above. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to be playing this. I definitely miss Train Sim. I mean, I have more time in the regular one, like the original one, than I'd like to admit. I was definitely the nerd in school that was always happier to drive a fake train than I was to do anything else. Why is he stopping? Ooh, we gotta add brake. We gotta add brake. Gotta add brake. Jesus, we're on a downhill. How long is this train? You guys, how long is this MTA to our left? It's still going. Alright, we gotta slow right down. I think it's gonna drop to what, 30? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, that was a lot of train car. Oh my god, stop with that. I don't know what that's about. It's just frustrating. I love this game, but optimization's just not good in it. What I would love to see at some point, too, is... I think they've got, like, Caltrain, whatever it's called. They've got, like, 2 American trains, and I think 2 European trains, and then some for, like, DLCs and stuff. The one thing about this game that I hate the most is that the DLCs, like, they're really well detailed, so I get why they cost so much. But I think this game would have a much larger audience if the cost wasn't so high. But I don't know. I think they've probably weighed their options and they'd rather put more quality and have it cost a lot, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't honestly know, but I would love to... Oh. No, don't speed up. Slow down. I would love to see better, or not better, but like cheaper DLCs at some point, because it's a little bit obnoxious to try and get into this game in the first place. I mean, I waited for a sale just because I didn't want to spend so much. And the other thing about this game is there's so many achievements. I think for this one already there's 100, and then for the old one there's at least 100, if not 1,000. There's like, I'm one of those people where I'm trying to do all the achievements, but the problem is if you don't have the DLCs, you can't do them, obviously. So I guess it's an incentive, but at the end of the day, it's more frustrating to me than anything. Oh my, that was bad. Oh, 15 miles an hour is painfully slow. Painfully slow. How many more stops do we have? That's my other question. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. Well, hopefully we can get down here pretty quick. Why am I still having to go like 15 miles an hour? This is so slow. And I think we started to make up time. If I could go faster now, I could make up a little bit, but we're still like 4 minutes, 5 minutes behind almost. Which sucks. What was that? Why does it say, why is it flashing 15? What's that? Is it like at discretion? Is that what that means? At discretion? Because now it says the speed limit's like 30. We'll move up then. Try and get there at a reasonable pace. Oh. Yep, he's back. Oh, so I guess he must have stopped for us. So how many cars is that train? Damn. Still going. Yeah, it's still going. Although, I guess the MTA must transport a lot of people, because it's one of the primary sources of transport in New York, I guess? I don't know. I know Boston, a lot of people use the trains in Boston. I've never been on them. I've never actually been on the MTA trains in either place. Although, one thing that's been interesting is, at one point in time, I actually went to a Patriots game. And I know not everyone likes Patriots, but I'm a Patriots fan. I was born and raised. Went to Gillette Stadium, and one of the things that I thought was really interesting, I think they have a train station. If my memory serves me correct, they have a train station, and it's the Purple Line. And they had, like, massive trains there. And, I mean, I've never seen that many people again in my life. I mean, it was so many people. It was just insane. I remember the drive-in, we were... Whoops. I want speed. We were driving up, to go to the stadium, and you could see people starting to set up tailgates like, a few blocks away. And, I mean, there was an airplane that was flying around with, like, banners on it, and it's just like, wow. So interesting. I definitely want to go back at some point, but that was a long-ass trip, too, because I live hours and hours away. The one thing that I think sucks a lot about living in Maine is we don't have any good sports stadiums around. We have to travel to get to any. Like, if I want to go to a NASCAR race, I got to go to New Hampshire. If I want to go to, you know, basically, if it's not a gun show and it's not a snowmobile show, I have to travel out of state. That's basically what it comes down to. Which, how American is that? But, still. Actually, I've seen both at the same time, too. Snowmobiles and guns at a show before. So, welcome to America. Not as big a deal up here in Maine, though. I mean, everyone goes to everything with those snowmobiles and guns. Actually, I don't know. I don't think yeah. Well, I don't think we have any real stadiums. I mean, we have a drag way. We have Oxford Plains Motor Speedway, I think. They have like a drag strip, I think. Because that's where they hold a car show called Wicked Pissa. I definitely want to go back to that. I remember going at one point. The dude had like a Wicked Supra. I mean, it was so it was like, I don't want to say obnoxiously loud. It was awesome. What? There's no key in that. Excuse me? That was weird. I wonder if that would have worked. Oh. Hopefully that's the right one. Yeah, dude it was like a black Supra. He had giant drag tires on it. The thing was so loud. I wish I had footage of it. I don't think I do. But I think it was the first year they did Wicked Pista, and it was awesome. They had all kinds of stuff, ton of trophies and music. It was very much a small town car show at the end of the day, but that was fun. And even to go to that, I had to travel like an hour, I think. So we don't really have anything. Like, I'm very much in an area where I can't locally go to anything. I don't think we have any sports. I live in a city where we have a civic center, but they don't do much there. I mean, they used to do like the circus. Disney on Ice used to be a thing up here, which I'm not going to Disney on Ice. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm a grown-ass man. Why am I going? Well, I can't really say I'm a grown-ass man. I'm sitting here in a virtual train on the internet, so there is that. But still. All right, we'll go ahead and lock the doors. Switch that off. I guess we can leave the keys in. Objective complete. Oh, are we done? Stable the train in track 1 at Long Island City. Where's that? How do I don't know if do I do any switching? I guess not. I guess we're gonna park this thing. I don't know if there's, I know if you've played Train Sim, like the original one, I believe you used to have to switch tracks manually. That was a pain. I always used to forget, derail the train and be like, oh great, that was an hour's of travel and I screwed it up. We'll have to see. Oh. I tried moving my mouse to clear that stop at location thing out, thinking I was playing Surviving Mars. I think I've been playing too much of it. Because if you right-click on it, it clears it from your notifications list. But definitely, if you want to see Surviving Mars or just any chill streams, I might do this on stream some night, honestly. But I've been streaming a lot more over on Twitch. I honestly missed how much I love streaming. You know, it's so much more fun in terms of the interaction stuff. Because I like the fact that I can play a game, but while I'm doing it, I can chill and, like, interact with you guys. Whereas, when I post a YouTube video, it's not quite the same. You know, I get comments or I get, you know, stuff like that. But it's not even comparable to, you know, people watching live content and, like, interacting with you in almost real time, which is very weird because it's very intrusive if you think about it. Excuse me, but I thoroughly enjoy it. Investment pays. Ha 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 ha, that's hilarious. Uh-oh. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. I thought I like derailed and I was flying out of my seat. I was trying to put my brakes on. Oh my god, I just had an absolute heart attack right there. I realized I was going too fast, tried to put my brakes on, and I accidentally stood up, so I thought what was happening was I had derailed and was getting thrown out of my seat. Oh my god. Oh, this game wants to kill me. That was terrifying. Oh, I wonder if I walk to the other end of the train, if there's a... Is this controllable from both ends? I would imagine it is. Very interesting trains, that's for sure. I honestly don't mind the looks of them. I like a lot of the newer gen electric trains I really kind of like, because they all have... Everyone's going for those futuristic looking trains, and I really like that for some reason. But I'm also a sucker for some of the classic stuff. I mean, some of these trains have been around for forever, though, which is just, it blows my mind how long some of these trains have been around. I gotta be careful here. I don't have any leeway to mess this up. We're gonna try and very carefully not slam into that. Let's park this sucker. Boom! Clear the train, head over to the office to complete this duty. I guess put that in emergency. That in neutral. Shut down any active controls and deactivate the master key. I guess that's... Oh, lights. I forgot my lights. Lights are off. I still can't shut it off. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Well, there's that. So let's go ahead, let's open the door. Also, I like that there's seats here. So is this like... How is that gonna work? I guess if there's only stops on the right side. Owner, Long Island Railroad. Oh, okay. Alright, so we gotta head over to the office. Where's the office? Out there. Can I get out? No. Sir. Sir. We're at the end of the line. Alright, you can chill. Not my problem. Nope. I was gonna try and sneak out. I'm locking him in. Whatever. Oh, that's cool. Door disabled and flashing. I also like the marker lights. But let's go over to the office, finish up our paperwork, and call it a day. And, yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to see in particular, if you guys want to see a particular train line, a DLC, anything like that, I'm definitely going to try and do this more. The video that was supposed to be up today is flashing lights, but they haven't really updated anything recently. And as much as I still want to do medic, it's just not as exciting as the other stuff. So we'll probably save that for another point. We're just doing this in the meantime. There we go. Just like that. Ooh. Look at the power curves on that. Oh, well, we get the bronze medal, so it's not completely horrific. We could definitely do better, but we'll have to come back and do that another day. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you really, really liked it, please consider subscribing, and you can always hit the notification bell and get notified every single time I upload. In my description, you can find links to my Discord if you'd like to join and hang out with the crew, my Patreon if you'd like to support me further, and my social medias, or you can find me on social media and Twitch at LonghaulerGMG on Snapchat, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.